Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Anna here, and I am doing a different kind of video today. This is one where I want to go over some of the things that I'd like to see in Sims 5 that may have gotten missed from Sims 4. So this video is going to be covering my thoughts, my ideas, and my hope for Sims 5, and the things that I feel like are the most important that we're missing from Sims 4 that were in older games. So not like brand new ideas, but like why were they missing from Sims 4? And we'll talk about, how I'd like to see them implemented in Sims 5. So that's kind of going to be what this video is. I will hop into Sims 3 to show some of my ideas so you can see what the inspiration is coming from and why Sims 3 has such good stuff. I don't have Sims 2 available other than on a CD and I don't even know if that'll work. I'll just use pictures for anything I talk about Sims 2. But a lot of my references are going to be from Sims 3 because that's the game that I have access to now and that I actually spent the most time playing, I think. So I hope you'll join me for this discussion video, and if you feel like leaving a comment, tell me, anything about how you feel about what you'd like to see in The Sims 5. We want to keep this positive. Feel free to voice your opinion. We don't want to be just bashing Sims 4, but let's dream a little. There's so much going on in the world right now. Why can't we just dream a little, So we're gonna do that. So first is something that I'd like to show you guys. I'm sure a lot of people know about it. It is Create a Style, which was something that was in Sims 3. You could customize everything from hair, clothing, shoes, makeup, all that stuff, and even furniture. So let me just show you how this works in The Sims 3. So basically, I kind of misspoke a little. The Create a Style is in the clothing and the furniture. And then they also had this stuff in hair and makeup, which was where you could pick the color wheel to change your makeup. You could change the slider, the lighter and darker, and you can also just pick swatches. And on some of the makeups, you're able to pick more than one part of it. Like you could change the color on it. Like say you want this to be, purple, and then this part to be light pink, and then this part to be black. I don't know why you would, but just you get my point. So like this type of customization was really cool in The Sims 3, and I would definitely love to see something like that come back for Sims 5. So basically with that, it was really awesome to be able to customize your sim in an easier and more unique way, especially with the hair. So this is one I saved from my Lucky Sim series in Sims 3 where we're playing through the horse part of pets. And I saved this hair color, which is like a separate swatch you can save. And you'll see what I did here was you can change the roots to a different color, you can change the highlights, you can change the tips of it to be a different color, and it can be also any color on the color wheel. I know, this doesn't look good. I'm just showing you the possibilities were endless with hair and makeup combinations. I don't know about her look. Don't worry about it. But I want that back in The Sims 5. But the actual Create a Style part, when you click on a shirt or, something you want to wear, you are able to select Enter Create a Style right here. And in this menu, which could be a little confusing if you haven't seen it before, but it basically allows you to change the color of each layer. And you just click on it, which part you want to change. Like even the pants are separate. So like I want to have this part of my pants be this color. I want this part of my pants to be red. I'm making it ugly on purpose, but you see the potential. And then for certain things, you could also do patterns. So say you wanted this top to be a stripe, you could totally just click on stripe. And they have fabric of all kinds. Like you can easily just swap out parts of every outfit and make it like super customizable. And that was just like, oh my God, magical to me. And I'm like, why are we so limited in The Sims 4? I hope Sims 5 brings back at least the color combination. Like say I wanted this to have different color stripes, I can just do that. I'm making her really not cute because I'm just showing you the detail. But basically that's how that works. You can change everything. I would just love to see in Sims 5 this come back, at least the color. I'm not as much for like the patterns. Like I feel like we could get away without the pattern section, especially in Sims 3, it doesn't look very good. At least being able to change the color of the fabric is a big deal. So I'm hoping that they give us that option so that every item that we wear and use will be more customizable to fit everyone's style. Like you should be able to change the vest of a vest and an undershirt, I don't like having that limitation in The Sims 4. The issue with Create a Style though is it can be kind of laggy. if you have not the best PC. Even on my PC, it lags, especially when I'm in the build mode creative style. So this is just for in here while you're making a sim, but then they also have it in build mode so you can do exactly what I showed you here for furniture. So you can match wood tones. Imagine matching wood tones in The Sims 5. That was a thing in Sims 3. So I hope we can bring that back, because I don't care as much about the patterns changing, but I care about the color. I think the color is very important. Give us that color customization that we all need, okay? Keep it simple. I don't think we need as many options, but give us the customization that we had here, but just a little bit more simplified, so it's not as confusing. And so the next thing I'd like to talk about is open world, which is something that was in Sims 3 and that got taken out of Sims 4 for the limited worlds that we now love to hate to love, I don't know. So in Sims 3, you are able to zoom out and go visit any other area. Like, you can run anywhere in this world. You can do that, and then you can zoom in at any position in the map and then say, hey, I want to go visit this area now. And then you can do that. Or you can say, hey, I'm going to go visit this person right next door, and it will let you. Like, you don't have to go through a loading screen. But I just love the way that the world is so connected and it feels like real and less separated. Like, if you know Sims 4, you know that there's a loading screen anytime you leave your lot. And that is just so like disconnected from everything. It really ruins immersion when you're traveling. Give us semi-open worlds at least. You can't go like maybe everywhere, but at least have neighborhoods be open world. Like, we have Sims 4 neighborhoods, but then we don't have open worlds. You can't even visit your neighbor's house for a cup of sugar without a loading screen. And it just still feels so fake to me that I really hope that we are able to change that in Sims 5. Give us a bit more flexibility for the movement. And I will also talk about that in the next few things. But that's just the basic of open world concept. I would at least like open neighborhoods. And another thing leading into that was we did take a taxi to get here, right? So what about vehicles? I know everyone wants vehicles. We need vehicles, cars, bikes, the horses, and pets. And Sims 3 were just so much fun to be able to take and use them as your mode of transportation to school, to work, to whatever. Like, it just feel good, you know? Like, I hate how Sims disappear when they go to work or they go to school. They're just missing from the world. You don't know where they are. They're just gone in the abyss of The Sims 4. And that's not okay. We need to know that they are in a location, which is something else I will talk about relating to rabbit holes. Vehicles, bring them back. We should be able to drive to work. We should be able to have our kids learn to drive. I would love to see it maybe, you know, fender bender accidents possible. You have a chance when you're driving anywhere to get in a fender bender and have to deal with like the consequence of that, which is also more drama that we need in The Sims. There's just not enough consequences in The Sims 4. So I think we need to go back and like make consequences, but have them still be goofy and fun, like how Sims 3 and 2 used to do things, right? Sims 3 had story progression. Your world was alive. Your world was living around you in The Sims 3. They took that away in Sims 4. So nothing really changes. Your neighbors are just your neighbors. They're just there. Nothing will change in their households without you doing something to them. Sims 3, you will know how the world is. You'll get notifications. You'll get info on a neighbor doing something, or, you know, like information is gossip. You know, there's just all this stuff that is so just drab and missing from The Sims 4. It makes it feel like a not alive world, and I feel like we need to go back to having a more lively world. So please give us story progression in some way. I would love to have like a gossip website or like newspaper, or, you know, like an online thing, since, you know, it's the future. Something where we can check online the status of this town, you know, what is going on with the mayor, you know, like who is this family, you know, having a fight with, you know, like all that stuff would be really cool to just kind of have an option to be able to see. Maybe not like force it as notifications or something, but have it be something that you can look at and that it will grow around you. I get how Sims 4 wanted it to be like, you can make anything happen, but then like a lot of us want some direction. Like when I do gameplay in Sims 4, I get bored because the direction is just like too open-ended in a sense. Like I'd rather have more things happening that are just interesting. I don't know. You know what I mean, guys. It's one of those things. I would love to have story progression in Sims 5. I really think that would help bring back people to wanting to play and do gameplay and actually enjoying it, you know? So let's do that, okay? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so one more thing I'd like to talk about is rabbit holes. And the way that rabbit holes are done in The Sims 4 is a lot simple. I mean, that's kind of a trend you're seeing here, right? Sims 4, everything is more simplified and less. So in Sims 3, we can go to a location that is considered a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole is a location that you cannot control your sim once you're inside of it, but it still allows you to go to a physical location, like a building. So it seems and feels at least a little bit more realistic. So like, we're gonna go head to tour the theater. It'd be cool if we could go inside of it, but I understand why they don't do that, because that would be a lot more to add. But basically, you go into the theater, and then she walks in, and then you can't touch her while she's in the theater. And she does gain, like, different, probably fun, I would assume, and she's entertained right now. Her mood is up. So I think going and doing rabbit hole things would just feel better and, like, give you a little bit more, you know, to do. That, like, I don't do anything in The Sims 4. Like, the public lots are non-existent, I feel like, in Sims 4. They're kind of pointless. Other than going to, like, a bar or something, you know? Like, I don't like the public lots and the options we have. I would like to see in Sims 5 something like this. Also, a little bit more options, like a rabbit hole with different options for stuff to do while you're in that rabbit hole. So in The Sims 5, if they did that, I think that would make more sense, and it would be more cohesive and more, like, realism. Like, say I'm gonna go to the movie theater, pick what type of movie you want to watch, pick if you want to buy popcorn, you know, like the little things that you can do leading up to it or while it's going on, that things would pop up and tell you, hey, you need to pee. Should I go to the restroom or should I stay and finish watching the movie? I don't know. That's a lame one probably. But you know what I mean? Just something like that would be really neat. All right, one more thing. Nah, I have a lot more things. But another thing I'd like to see is grocery shopping come back in Sims 5. Because grocery shopping is pretty cool. You were able to go to the grocery store and buy food items. So you could stock up your fridge and cook different meals. Like, without that in The Sims 4, making food seems just pointless. Wow, you made a fish taco. Cool. You don't even need fish to make a fish taco, you know? Like, I feel like buying the groceries in order to have the certain types of food just makes sense. Like, why make it too easy? You know, Sims 4 has this habit of dumbing down the game, and I'd like to bring back a little bit more of the complexity. Like, hey, the only thing I can make right now is a salad and waffles because that's the only ingredients I have. We're gonna go shop for groceries and see if we can't pick up a few more things. It does make a difference. Like, we all go grocery shopping, right? Like, it's something you go on the weekly or even twice a week, 3 times a week, however often you go grocery shopping. It's part of your life. And I feel like for a life simulation game, I think it's important that we have that in The Sims. And grocery stores, like, locations would be cool. I never built a grocery store because there's no point to. So it is a rabbit hole type thing that pops up here. And you're able to, you know, buy some lettuce, tomatoes, anchovies, apples, grapes, goldfish. Why would you buy a goldfish? No, I don't know. Sausages, cheese, you know, like, you can buy everything you need, and then you should be able to cook different things when you are home with these items. Like, I get in Sims 4 that you can collect items and they cost less if you, like, grow your own fruit and stuff like that. But we're still missing the actual going shopping part. Not everyone grows their own food. So I like that we have that. Don't take that away. Also give us the option to go grocery shopping, because not everyone wants to make their own food or has the time to. So we bought a bunch of stuff. Now we're gonna go home and see if we can't make any more food with it. Oh, you know what's cool? This ultra speed through current action in The Sims 3. I kind of just realized it again, but we don't have that in The Sims 4. It'll just ultra speed forever, and it doesn't stop sometimes, and you're like, no, stop! Like, I like that you're able to, like, have something queued up, ultra speed through that action, and then be able to figure out your next step without it just continuing forever, you know? Oh, look, she made some canned soup. You get the idea. Grocery stores would be really nice. Change it up. Give us more options, more detailed experiences would be amazing in The Sims 5. Another thing that's really cool is you can swim in any of the waters or fish anywhere as well. So you can go to the ocean and go swimming, or go make a beach day. Have your family go to the beach together. Why do we not have that in The Sims 4? It's just like so much more limiting. You're not able to do as much family activities, I feel like. So I think it's just so cool that you could just literally go anywhere on the map and go swimming. Like, why? Why are we not allowed that in The Sims 4? Can we please have that in The Sims 5? It's just like one of those things. Like, I don't know how far you can go out, but it does look like you can go kind of anywhere. Which, I mean, I wouldn't mind if in The Sims 5 it was limited to how far out you could swim. But at least give us the option to go swimming to the beach. Give us the option of a beach vacation. You know, like, you should be able to go to any coastline and go swimming. That's how it is in real life. It's not just like, hey, there's water, I can't go there because there's an invisible wall, or, you know, it's impossible. That's not real. Give us more realism in The Sims 5, please. And I think it would be nice if they gave us like different moodlets for going swimming in open water, because like it's a different feeling, you know? You should feel different when you're going swimming in open water than if you're going swimming in a swimming pool. So it can affect your mood in a positive or a negative way, depending on how you feel about swimming in open water. You know, that would be kind of neat. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is burglars. We don't have burglars in The Sims 4 because I think they wanted to take away all the quirky consequences that you used to be able to get in the Sims series. So yeah, burglars aren't a thing in Sims 4, and it's very unfortunate because they were goofy, they were silly. Like, if you look at them, like, they're not the typical, you know, like, scary burglar. They're like a cartoon burglar, the funny striped outfit and stuff. And I just think that it's great that we could bring that back, because we do need more drama, like I've said before, in The Sims 5. We need more consequences for your actions. No matter what you do, there should be negative things that happen to people, because it's life. It's a life simulator. Yeah, it's a life simulator, so you want to try to make a perfect life, but perfect is boring. I'm sorry, it is. I like to have tragedy. I like to have stuff go wrong. I like to have random objects get stolen. Also, the Repo Man. Repo Man is something that was in The Sims 3 as well, and previous games, where if you didn't pay your bills on time, he would come and suck up an object from your house. It was a weird, like, laser vacuum thing, and it would suck up an item and it would be gone because you didn't pay your bill on time. Now, if you don't pay your bill on time, I think you just have to pay more. But, like, that's not even a big deal most of the time, because you get money so easily in The Sims 4 anyway. It doesn't matter. Give us Repo Man back. It's just one of those things that is like, you didn't realize you missed it until it's not there. I hope they bring that back to Sims 5. So the cool thing about Sims 3 was the world editor, where you could change where lots were placed on your world. This one's a little bit big, so let me do a smaller one. But you should be able to place this. All right, so there's certain terrain it can fit on, and it has to be, you know, in certain areas, but it's still more free. Like, I can put it anywhere in this little corner. I can put a lot. And then we're able to put a house on that lot, like that. So you can edit and adapt your world to be your own world. But I thought that was really neat, and I thought that was something that I would love to see come back. At least give us the option in The Sims 5 to move them around more than we do now. Like, we can move it slightly within the lot constraints. You can't just place lots. It won't let you. So like in Sims 3, people would make such crazy, amazing worlds because they had this whole world editor thing. And I don't know if we need a whole world editor in The Sims 5. Might be asking too much, but it'd be cool if we could have it for the people who could create really awesome custom worlds. That would be amazing. But I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm just gonna say, give us the option in Sims 5 to move the houses and add more lots. Neighborhoods are big-ish. Like, they're small in The Sims 4, but there's more space than they give us lots for. So I feel like, give us the option to put a lot, add a lot, move them around, put them in different shapes, locations, you know, like, just make it your own little neighborhood or world. Like, why aren't we allowed to do that? We really should have that in The Sims 5, okay? And especially important with the lighting in The Sims 4 was kind of weird on certain lots and locations. So like if we could move the houses in different spots, maybe the lighting would look better. And maybe for building, it would encourage us to use more of the areas that maybe don't get as much use, like Del Sol Valley and stuff like that, where it's like there's like not enough lots and the lighting is terrible, so no one wants to build there, right? So I don't know, please just give us at least more customization in that sense of where to put the lots and to add more lots than the basic ones that you're giving us, like how you were in The Sims 4. Okay, that's all I ask. It's not greedy. You did it before, we can do it again. So another thing we need to talk about is the differences between teens, young adults, and adults. Because in The Sims 4, they are pretty much all the same. I mean, of course, teens have to go to high school and stuff like that, but they look the same. Mainly about the looks, not about what they can do. That's a whole nother topic I'm not even gonna get into. But that teenagers look like young adults, and there's like no height difference. There's nothing to differentiate them between regular adults. Have you ever started flirting with a cute boy to realize that, oh, you're a teenager and I'm 25? That's awkward. We may want to avoid this getting too far and being a problem, because that's illegal. Just saying. So yeah, please give us a difference between teenager, young adult, and adult. See, in The Sims 3, the difference is a little bit more wrinkles on the face than adults, but not much else. And then young adults are a little bit smoother on their faces. And then teenagers are shorter and smaller and have a different face shape and type. Like, look, this is the same person, but she definitely looks a little bit smaller and different, because having the option of the height differences, I think, is important. Like, yeah, okay, toddlers can be smaller children, but then the teenagers just look like the same. So yeah, please fix that. Sims 4, they all look the same. Sims other games, they've made them look at least a little bit different. We could do the same sort of thing. I think the height would make a big difference if we made sure teenagers were a bit shorter on average. You could tell that they were teenagers compared to young adults, right? So that would be kind of best way to go about it, I think. And I think they should do that in The Sims 5. Okay, almost to the end, guys. Almost. Not quite, but we have traits to talk about. Okay, so let me show you how it worked in Sims 3. You could pick 5 traits, which had everything, you know, sorted from mental, physical, social, and lifestyle. And there were 63 of them in the base game without the pets or any other packs. In Sims 4, you only have 54-ish. Yeah, 54, I think, in the base game. And they all kind of don't affect very much how they are. How the Sims act is not very different in The Sims 4. So here you can see we got like grumpy, great kisser, good sense of humor. This all has different effects on how your Sim like acts every day. Hydrophobic, they don't like water. Okay. They're a little bit of a klepto. Klepto is great. You can add 5 of them. You can have them be lucky. I love having 5 traits. 5 is a good number. When I first started Sims 4, I was like, is there really only 3 traits? Like, that's so little. It feels like they're not even that good traits. The traits are just so like simplified, and they're not like real. So I've downloaded a ton of mods to add new traits to my game, because I can't play it without the extended types of traits. So real traits that you need to make a unique Sim personality, right? And I think it's really cool that your lifetime wish would kind of generate randomly based on your personality traits. So you could just be like, all right, so based on these traits, it will pick for you 5 different options that they think you might like. And you don't have to pick it. But I wish we had something like that. Like, she wants to be a master thief because she's a klepto and lucky and a good sense of humor, so she could like get to know people easily and have them trust her, and then she ends up being a master thief. Another great thing I like about Sims 3 is the favorites, which is choosing a favorite food, a favorite music, and a favorite color, which can all be effective on your Sim as you're playing. If you eat certain foods, if you play certain music, or you're wearing the color that is their favorite color, then that will affect how they act and how they feel. I think that adds more to their personality as well. And also, based on all that, based on the personality traits, you will get a zodiac sign, which is also chosen for you based on that. But you can pick anyone you want if you wanted to pick your own or something different. But it's cool that it auto kind of generates. So I think that's really cool. I would love to see zodiac signs come back in The Sims 5. I think those are important and something that, you know, a lot more people should pay attention to, because there's so much that you can learn about yourself based on your zodiac signs. Also, I'll show a picture of this, but in Sims 2, there was favorites and preferences for your sim, which would be like turn-ons and turn-offs. So you could pick like, this person is turned off by mustaches, but they're turned on by buff guys. This person's turn off is pink, but they love people who wear red. You know, so like you could pick that, and that would also affect your interactions with other people while you're playing. And that was in Sims 2. I forgot about it, but it is a thing, and it is something that I would love to see in Sims 5. Bring all this from Sims 3, add that from Sims 2. We'd have a great, well-rounded personality system in Sims 5. So you have all the things. Just connect the dots, bring it together to Sims 5. Magic. Okay, and the last little thing which I need to touch on was the delivery drivers. Like, we did have pizza delivery boys in the past, and we still get, like, you can order pizza now, I think, delivered. But what if we had a pizza delivery job? Think like Grubhub, Uber Eats, stuff like that, where you could go into a career doing that and actually, you know, drive around and deliver stuff and food to other people. Like that, I think that would be so much fun, and it would be a cool different type of career, and it would add more realism, because we are in the times during a pandemic where, you know, maybe more of us have been ordering in because it's safer, you know, like you don't have to have contact with people if you order in. So I think it would be cool if they added something like a food delivery job and have that be more involved in the game. Like, I don't think I've ever ordered a pizza in Sims 4, but I used to all the time in Sims 3. I guess because the food is just too easy on the Sims 4, where you don't even think about needing to order pizza like that. You just cook whatever you feel like, whenever you feel like it. You don't have to worry about groceries, like I said earlier. So there's a lot of things that's all connected here. And I just hope that they will listen to us and see that we are passionate about the series, and we know that things have been better in the past, and it's sad to see what has happened with Sims 4 now and how limiting and like basic they've made it. I love Sims 4 building. I do not like the personalities and the gameplay as much. Sims 4 is not fun without mods. And for me, I can go back and play Sims 3 and enjoy myself with no mods installed. So there's a reason why the older games are resonating with people, because we're all realizing how dulled down Sims 4 really is and how much they took away from us. So I really hope that we will see some really cool stuff in Sims 5 when it does come out. I know it's not coming out for probably at least 2 more years, I'd say 2 to 3 even. But I know they're hiring for people now, and I hope that we'll start getting some info about it. I'm hopeful for it. I hope they learn their lesson a little bit with Sims 4, because I think that they have something great, and they could bring it back to its glory days if they combined everything from the older games and Sims 4 building. Building is fine. Like, you notice none of this has to do really with building. Like, there's nothing I would want to change in the Sims 4 building, really, other than fix the platforms. The platforms are kind of broken right now. A lot of the time, they mess up my room heights. I add a wall, and it, like, makes the room height way too tall. So I hope that gets fixed. But platforms are awesome. Building is awesome. I love recreating homes in Sims 4, so I hope that stays about the same or better. I don't know how much better they could do it, but a little bit better would be awesome. Everything I touched on here was just, like, stuff I want to get out of my mind I've been thinking about for a while, that I'm like, I'm sure a lot of people agree with me on all this stuff. I just want to like talk about it and do like a little discussion. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, what would you wish for in Sims 5? If you had the choice of one thing being added to Sims 5, what would it be? Leave a comment, let me know. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, turn on those notifications if you're not, because I premiere every single video I do post, so you'll be able to see and be there and chat with me as they premiere. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in another video very soon. So.